Bienvenue à Spa for the 5th round of the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. For instance, it's a beautiful weather with lots of sun, but we are facing a challenge on Sunday with the rain. Rouge is already a challenging corner when it's dry, but when it's wet, that will be even more difficult.
Dry conditions today, probably dry conditions tomorrow as well to qualify. Being a support event of F1, it always makes things different. I think today the practice session was good for us to already get a kind of feel for it. We still showed that we got the pace and the speed, but let's see.
Let's say the strategy is quite good at the moment. Two drivers starting up front for qualifying, which helped to find a clear and a good lap, which is the key moment of the weekend in Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup.
This track has some really special corners like Rouge, Blanchimont and the second Stavelot. You really have to modulate the throttle to the exact amount to make the car rotate. And if you make it too much or too little, the car will not make the corner. And I think it's a really special and challenging technique, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
So pole position today, first row for us for the team Schumacher-Cerati. What a nice job. Congrats to my teammate Flint for his second place, and tomorrow we are ready to push and yeah, we are ready to give it everything.
We have two black cars in the front row, which is not unexpected. They always do well here in Spa. But tomorrow rain is expected, so everything can change for tomorrow. Still, pole position for Alessandro is really important because the first spot is the only spot you can see something in the rain.
On to the start-finish straight we go, and we are green for round 5 of the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup here at Spa. Alessandro Guerretti leading us from pole position, and this will be the first time now they are at full racing speed in these conditions this weekend. So who can figure it out the fastest is the question.
Big slide through Rouge and Raidillon for the third place. Dehaan, the pink BWT Lechner racing car, but he's right on the rear of Flint Schuring, looking to take second place in the tow. Right in the spray, can he make the move down towards Les Combes?
He's almost pushing Flint Schuring along the Kemmel Straight, isn't he? He now looks to the outside, and Dehaan is going to go for this round the outside. Goes Robert Dehaan there, wheel to wheel, and Dehaan has gone off over Les Combes there. Now, will he have to give that place back? Schuring will certainly think so. Dehaan has gone through into second place, but will he stay there is the question. They were side by side going into Les Combes. In the background, Benjamin Pack defending from Ardennes Levy.
Yeah, I think, a slide off the road. Dehaan radio.
Yeah, he left me no space. He left me zero space. Robert, I think it's better you give back. It's better you give back the position.
There you go, they've already reversed those positions and following the team's instruction. I think that's the right thing to do because still a long way to go.
Habecourt and Border Camps are swapping positions, and they are swapping paintwork as well, heading down to Eau Rouge here, Piers.
Teammates, remember, they both race for Team GP Elite, but each driver, as much as they do have teammates on the grid, they're racing for themselves. Once again, a good run through Eau Rouge and Raidillon for our third place driver, the pink BWT Lechner racing car of Dehaan. The Dutchman looks to the left-hand side. He tried the outside last time. Is he going to do it again? As also side by side, I think still are the two GP Elite cars. We'll keep an eye on the third place battle.
Yep, take two for Robert Dehaan, but Flint Schuring now knows his attack, doesn't he? And he's covered that off beautifully, but Dehaan, well, he didn't do this last time, down the inside at Malmedy. Almost contact there between the pair, and Dehaan now flashing the lights on the exit.
Yeah, not happy with that, but I think he was driving into a space that was always going to disappear. Good defensive driving from Schuring in second place. He's fended off two offences from Dehaan, but I think that won't be the last time he has a go at that. As we see now, the 25 going around the outside of Levy. Great move around the outside of the bus stop chicane, getting that one done.
Ardennes Levy on Benjamin Pack, the Belgian driver, guesting this weekend. He's doing such a good job. And there's a spin in the background now. Who's that? That's Kaz Habecourt. Oh, Kaz Habecourt's gone round.
2 years in a row. He's come a cropper, maybe not through his own fault at La Source.
He's gone straight into Ascona.
Yeah, he's braked too late or got unsighted, ran to the back of Ascona, immediately knows that his radiator's punctured, not expecting Ascona to brake when he did. Unfortunately, that's the end of Habecourt's race.
As we jump on board with Klein, you'll want to get by Mathieu Gilbert.
Gilbert just dancing the car up the hill through Rouge and Raidillon, running over track limits once again, which will give Klein an opportunity to move through, but Klein started in 6th, down to 7th, retaking that 6th place. I think Jobert actually letting him through, potentially, if he lets the faster Klein. No, I was wrong. Here he comes again.
He's not going to do that, just holds that position for the time being. Ardennes Levy trying to get onto the back of Robert de Haan, and de Haan slightly wide there. He's going to be fighting with the car as he exits Raidillon and up the Kemmel Straight, and this could open the opportunity now for Ardennes Levy to make this move, Piers.
Yes, de Haan was the one that was fighting forward, now not having the pace at this middle stage of the races. Looking to the outside goes Levy, deciding against it this time. See all the drivers driving off the traditional racing line down, or sorry, up the Kemmel Straight, as outside of the cornering tries. Couldn't get it done. De Haan saw him coming and showed him the gravel. Levy's going to have to work harder to get past our championship hopeful of de Haan. But this stage of the race, looks like de Haan's actually fighting the car a lot.
0 track limits. Use the joystick.
That GP Elite car of Levy looking very good in the first sector. Now ducking to the outside. Can he brake late and go around the outside of de Haan? He's got in front. Will he stay on the road? Yes, he... Oh, no, he won't. I think just like de Haan did at the start of the race, Levy's going to have to give that place back, and he's
attempting to.
He's attempting to, but he also has to be careful because he doesn't want to then give the place also to Pack, as indicator goes on there. Levy giving that place up. Very good heads-up driving. Is now looking around the outside. Goes Pack, just a bit wide, touched the painted white line on the outside. Can't get involved there. So no change here, even though we've seen a bit of a jostle for position. But no, that's clever driving from Levy, not letting the stewards have to make a decision there, making that for himself.
That mistake is costing him slightly, because now he's having to defend from Benjamin Pack.
Still within track limits, Levy goes there. So I think as far as he's aware, he's still got a couple of extras to use. Very, very late on the brakes. He runs into the back of de Haan. That was not deliberate. I think he just braked too late because he missed the corner himself as well. Actually, that's given de Haan a bit of an advantage.
And let's have a look at this again. So this was the contact.
Yeah, just a lock up there from Levy. Didn't mean to do that.
Robert de Haan understandably frustrated. That could have taken him straight out the race. Here we go, it's Benjamin Pack for Martinet Bayamaras, who's looking to the outside. Robert de Haan there in 3rd place, and that's a black and white flag for Ardennes Levy for his driving standards as he went into the back of Robert de Haan, and that has now turned what was a battle for 3rd into a battle for 4th as they're side by side into the Brussels hairpin.
Yeah, understandable warning flag there, because Levy did cause a collision, no advantage gained, but looking at the outside of Brussels hairpin, that's going to put him on the inside of Jackie Ickx. Levy very resolute in his defence, and Pack just about staying on the road. That was bold.
This was the moment then Benjamin Pack all over the grass, just about avoided Ardennes Levy.
Yeah, that's about the limit of what I think is probably acceptable, because that was a strong defence there from Levy.
Alessandro Gueretti takes his 2nd win of the season and fires himself to the top of the championship in the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. Flint Schuring will make it a Schumacher CLRT 1-2, and it will be Robert de Haan finishing in 3rd place. A solid result for him in terms of his championship. Likewise for Flint Schuring, our rookie winner. Ardennes Levy finishes in 4th place ahead of Benjamin Pack on home soil, finishing in 5th. The top wildcard, and that's the best we've had from a wildcard this season.
Yeah! Lovely that corner! Let's go!
And it's Alessandro Gueretti who jumps to the lead of the championship, the first repeat winner in 2025. Flint Schuring takes his first podium in Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup in 2nd, Robert de Haan 3rd, Ardennes Levy 4th. Well done Benjamin Pack in 5th, and Gilbert Klein, Van Eindhoven, Bordekamps and Stiak, the 2nd of the rookies in 10th. Gueretti, you can see, with the fastest lap there. His 2nd year as a Porsche Junior, and he's backing up all the support that he's been given.
It was a big pleasure to drive here and to win here in Spa. Still tricky because, you know, the condition change at the beginning was quite wet and it was going drier. Try to do no mistake from the beginning to the end, and I think what I did, so at the end the race win.
He's heating up this championship fight. 3 to go. We will begin that with Hungary next weekend. For now, it is goodbye.
That was an intense race. It was raining, but last sector was dry line. challenging at the beginning not to do track limits out there. It was very slippery. I was able to overtake few cars in front on the first lap, so the car balance was good. And then there was an intense fight with Jaap. He overtook me in P6, P7, then I overtook him, and then I finished P11. Not so bad, but I felt quite promising in P9.
So for us, the highlight was the fight between De Haan and our driver Arya, because it was for the last podium spot. It was like really on the limit, on the edge. One time Arya overtook De Haan on the outside, but came off the track. So he need to give back his position. And at one stage he outbraked himself a little bit and touched De Haan. And in the end he had also to defend his position against Benjamin Pak. All in all, P4, P8, P9, quite happy, good points.
Best ever weekend in Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. Everything went well as planned. Flinching again P1 in the rookie classification. For sure, he will be a contender also for the overall result as he showed today, but I'm really proud of the rookie season so far from him.
Round 5 in Spa is done, so it was a quite silent race. I didn't make as many positions up as I wished for, so I ended up on P13, I think, made up 6 places. There was sadly not more in it. We have to analyze it and then we have to attack again in Budapest.